Every year, I choose one word. And this past year in 2019, my word was redeem. Now, in case you missed that session, we've included a link in our session outline. Now, there are two key areas that I wanted to redeem this past year: past experiences and present realities. Last session, I shared and actually graded myself on how I did when it came to redeeming past experiences and exchanging them for a perspective. We've included a link in our session outline to that one as well. Now, today, I want to talk about how I did when it came to redeeming present realities and exchanging them for investment. Basically, what I wanted to do is I wanted to take my time and I wanted to exchange it for investment. There are three areas that I wanted to invest in: personal investment, professional investment, and relational investment. Now, when it comes to personal investment, I give myself an A+. Now, I know that seems high and maybe a little bit arrogant, but let me explain. I think one of the best areas that we can invest in ourselves personally is by being a lifelong learner. So I set a crazy reading goal this past year: 24 books in 1 year. Before that, I had only read 13. And guess what? I accomplished it. I read 24 books. Now, there were two tweaks that I made that really made a significant impact in that reading goal. The first one, I incorporated audiobooks into my reading. This helped me redeem my driving time. So every single morning going to the gym, I listened to an audiobook. When it came to running errands, listened to an audiobook. Especially when I took my road trip from Texas to Nebraska, I was able to get 8 hours of reading in by listening to that audiobook. The second thing I did is that I created a meeting with myself every single day. It's for 30 minutes where all I did was read. Those two areas, they helped me accomplish my goal of reading 24 books, but more importantly, they helped me invest in myself personally by being a lifelong learner. Now, the second investment area, professional investment, I'd probably give myself a B+. You see, for this area, what I wanted to do is that I wanted to be very intentional with my time during the workday, focusing on those most important projects that would have the biggest impact on my business. As I look back, there are days where I did really well at this, and there are days where I could see myself wasting time. I focused on second tier or second priority projects and tasks. Now, here are some areas that helped me with professional investment. First one I already shared: reading. That really helped me out grow and develop professionally. The second area I actually shared last session, which is the weekly review. Every single week, I look back on the previous week, what projects did I accomplish and what tweaks do I need to make, and I created a plan for the week ahead, and this really helped me stay focused. And then the final area, traveling. You see, this past year, I traveled a lot. 13 total round trip flights this past year. So for me, I was very intentional about what projects I was going to work on at the airport and on the airplane. What projects were conducive for that environment? And you know what that helped me do? That actually helped me personally because I was able to spend more time with my family when I got home because I got things done while I was traveling. Now, the final area, relational investment. This is by far the area that I struggled the most with. I give myself C- at best. Here's the reason why. You see, too many times, instead of taking the time to connect or be intentional with other people, I default to mindless entertainment. For instance, like with my wife, Jen, in the evening time, I see so many times where we're eating dinner, watching TV, or as we're hanging out, the TV is on in the background. Something we're trying to do better is to make sure that every single evening we have even just a little bit of time with no distractions where we can talk about our day and reconnect. The other thing we want to do a better job of in 2020 is having more dinners where the TV is not on at all. The second area that I really struggle with relational investment is connecting with friends or getting some time to network with some key professional contacts. You see, one of the best areas or times to do this in is lunches. For me, I work from home. So most of my lunches, I typically watch one episode on Netflix. Right now, I'm working my way through NCIS. But again, that's defaulting to mindless entertainment at times. I can use those lunches better by connecting with other people. So this next year, my goal is to have 1 to 2 lunches a week where I get out of the house and I'm able to connect with other people. So here's today's game plan. As you look at those 3 areas of investment, personal, professional, and relational, which one of those areas are you weakest in? Which one do you need to focus more on? And what steps are you going to take to make that area excellent this next year? Let me leave you with our tweetable lesson. Today's most valuable currency is social capital.